At New York's JFK Airport, life moved in a blur, rolling suitcases, rushing footsteps, and the steady voice over loudspeakers calling names that no one really listened to. In that whirlwind, Lena Carter, a 28-year-old art teacher from Boston, stood quietly by the baggage carousel, lost in thoughts she didn't want to face. Her mother's illness had left her heart heavy, her career uncertain, and her spirit fragile. As she waited, her eyes fell on a familiar black suitcase gliding past. She reached for it instinctively, too tired to notice the small golden tag that read A. Reynolds. All she wanted was to go home, close her door, and disappear from the noise of the world for a while. But when she opened the suitcase in her apartment, her exhaustion turned to confusion. Inside were not her clothes and paint-stained sketchbooks but neatly folded suits, expensive cologne, and a leather-bound planner embossed with Reynolds Architecture Group. At the bottom was a photograph of a man, handsome, confident, but with a sadness in his eyes that lingered like a quiet echo. Something about that face stirred her heart. Meanwhile, Ethan Reynolds, the man in the photo and CEO of one of the country's top architectural firms, stood at the airport's lost luggage counter, barely listening to his assistant explain that his suitcase had gone missing. He'd lost far more than luggage in his life. His wife, Clara, 2 years earlier, and with her, the part of him that believed in love, in beginnings, in second chances. For months he had moved through life on autopilot, burying his grief beneath blueprints and deadlines, convincing himself that purpose could replace connection. But as fate would have it, his missing suitcase was about to bring him the one thing he no longer believed existed: hope. The next morning, Lena powered on the laptop she found inside the suitcase, searching for contact information, and was met with a wallpaper of a sunrise over a skyline, hopeful, glowing, alive. She noticed a folder titled Project Hope and hesitated, but curiosity won. Inside were sketches for a community center, a place designed for healing and connection, filled with light, warmth, and open space. Beneath one sketch, handwritten in delicate blue ink, were the words, "A place where broken people can start again." Her throat tightened. Whoever this man was, he understood something about pain, and about rebuilding after it. She finally dialed the number she found in the contacts. When a calm, deep voice answered, she said nervously, "Mr. Reynolds, I think I might have your suitcase." After a pause, he replied with a hint of humor she hadn't expected, "Then you must have excellent taste in luggage." She laughed, and for the first time in weeks, the sound felt genuine. They agreed to meet at a cafe near the airport that evening. When Ethan walked in, dressed simply in jeans and a navy coat, Lena was struck by how different he seemed from the photographs online: softer, quiet.